Merry Christmas and welcome back to another rebuild here on Madden 24. We're going to be doing a fantasy draft rebuild yet again, but this time we are limited to drafting players that play for teams wearing red or green. Now, a couple of, I'm going to call them twists, but a twist is that we're going to be doing a wheel spin. Last year, I believe I did this, or some year I did this, but I didn't do a wheel spin. This time we are. I don't remember what teams I included on that one, but this year, a little bit more, strict, because I don't want every single team in the league to be on this list, because otherwise I'll just do a spin the wheel of NFL teams, which I've already done. Maybe check it out. But we're going to make it where alternates do not count. So I'm sorry, Patriots fans, Giants fans, Texans fans, Bills fans even. There might be some others like, I think even, no, the Steelers don't have it, but they have red in their like logo or whatever. But it would just be way too many teams if I added every red team. And I know those teams do wear those colors. The Seahawks, they wear those colors. We see them yearly, even, pretty much every one of those teams. But I limited it to primary. That's what their home or their away has the primary color of that mainly, like the Patriots still, even without alternates, they have like a little bit of red on their stripe. Same with the Bills, but the main color, right? Like if the Packers are at home, it's like all green pretty much, mainly green. Or at least, I don't know, like 30% of the jersey has to at least be red or green. That's my damn stipulations, all right? But you're also wondering probably why we're in the draft already. It's because I came up with that idea last second. I was going to just draft all willy-nilly. I was getting ready to gear up and take myself a Trevor Lawrence. Wow, what a rebuild. Super challenging. And then I was like, actually, hold the F on. We could get a little bit more random with it. So that is where this wheel spin comes in. Edit it better. Wheel spin. Flawless editing. Of course, it's wheel spin time. And with a wheel spin comes utter sadness. Now it's going to be really annoying to edit, but you know what? It's wheel spin time, baby. Give us the Jaguars or give us Cole. I don't know if that's good. Okay, so the Chiefs, obviously the Jaguars are a little bit off. The Cardinals, I don't think would have been much better. I don't even know if Kyler Murray even is there at this point. He's probably regressed quite a bit regardless. He's definitely there. He's a 76 overall, so I wouldn't have taken him anyways, but maybe there's some other players the Chiefs would. I think the Chiefs are the best call here. It might be Chris Jones. But with that being said, if Chris Jones is there, I think Chris Jones is the best choice. He's a 95 overall. He is 29, but that's perfectly fine. If it's not him, it's Travis Kelce. I think he's a little bit too old. Creed Humphrey is good, but he's a lineman. And then it's like Nick Bolton after that, which Nick Bolton's decent. But I think Chris Jones is by far the very best value. And I guess we get a Chiefs player first as the Chiefs. I ran a wheel spin of the teams as well, which is how we ended up as the Chiefs, which is pretty good because, this is a team that we don't do a lot of rebuilds of that are normal anyways. So at least they get a bit of, love in these challenge rebuilds. Which, speaking of challenge rebuilds, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments section below. Maybe I haven't done them before and you'll be getting a shout out. Also, while you're there, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I really do appreciate continued support on the channel, but we do a ton of franchise stuff, so I think you'll like it around here. Tomorrow, no upload, maybe second channel upload, perhaps. The Jets. Oh, this is actually a good pick. I think this might be another DT. We're going to have the best DT group in the entire league. And trust me, I remembered Sauce Gardner. I just knew he wasn't going to be here still. But I also argue instead of that, do I not maybe do a little bit of a reach since we already have a good DT and grab Garrett Wilson? Wide receivers tough to draft. I mean, looking at all the wide receivers right now. Okay, so how many of these guys are even valid? So Ayuk, we would have to get him. I think he might even be gone already. Terry McLaurin, I think, might be gone by next time. Debo might be gone. Just basing it off of, who is actually even eligible, let alone who will be there. It's like Chris Godwin and Garrett Wilson, which, of course, we could get a double Jets. But, man, Quentin Williams is really good. Don't get me wrong. We have a DT. DT's not that hard to draft. Do I not take Garrett Wilson instead? It's a bit of a drop-off, but wide receivers. I'm going to grab Garrett Wilson. This is a little wild, but I think I have no choice. I think this reminds you of yesterday's rebuild. Maybe check it out. Another fantasy draft rebuild where I took Gabe Davis as a kind of question mark, and it ended up becoming a huge savior at the position. And I don't even have my, fantasy draft guide pulled up because there's just no point. Packers, it is the Chiefs Yeah, McDuffie's definitely gone, but maybe Bolton. Snead is there, and corner is tough to get. If it's not him, it might be if Bolton's there, though. I can't really pass on him. Nick Bolton, he is really good at developing because he has field general as his main. Corner is a little easier to draft and develop, I think, than linebacker. They're both similar, though, so I'm debating. I think you go Nick Bolton because his age and value is a little bit better, too. So we're going to go Nick Bolton here, I think. And, man, I just love the fantasy draft rebuilds. They're just always so fun to me. And is the Chiefs again? No, it's going to be the Cardinals. I don't even know. Buda Baker, maybe? So the Cardinals are definitely a team you do not want to pull, but early enough in this rebuild, we will likely be getting Buda Baker. I want to just check wide receiver just to see what Marquise Brown's looking like these days. 81 overall. So, yeah, it's not really... I'm not really down for that. We're going to... Oh, Snead is still there, so we might have a chance to get him anyways. I highly doubt it after this sim, though. But, yeah, Buda Baker is obviously the best option. He could even play corner if he has to. He is a bit of a drop-off, but 90 overall, even though he's 84 zone. He's the best available for sure for the Cardinals. All right, I don't even know who we want at this point. I'm trying to think, like, edge rusher? Which team? Buccaneers. Maybe Godwin? No, don't get me wrong. I do like Devin White a bit, but I think best value is Carlton Davis. Obviously, guys like Vita Vea are gone. Antoine Winfield even is gone. Jamel Dean sadly gone. He's really the best bet. So Carlton Davis, 26, but very good man in zone is why I'm like, okay, I'll allow it. And as most of these challenge, rebuilds go, the draft is going downhill quickly as hell. The Commanders, this might actually not be bad. They don't have Sweat or freaking Chase Young anymore, though. And as with like almost all of these spin the wheel rebuilds, once or twice I mess up changing the scene. We ended up taking Jahan Dotson just like yesterday's rebuild, and he didn't really do super well in that one, and we ended up having to like kind of replace him, but maybe this time he'll be better. It was either between him or Forbes, and while Forbes is good, I think wide receiver is just tougher to get. All right, let's see what we're going to get next. Hopefully, maybe the Packers. Would have loved to see the Packers early on, and we do get the Packers. This could be like a Lucas Van Ness, perhaps, or like a Quay Walker, actually. And Quay is there. I mean, off the top of the head, he's by far the best choice, so Quay Walker it is. Another linebacker. All right, I wouldn't mind another Packers. I want an edge rusher, and I've never been able to really use Lucas Van Ness. Karlaftis is definitely gone, but if he's somehow there, I'm down. I hate how dumb I am. We got a really good player in Isaiah Pacheco, but I had the stupid wrong scene up again, so my initial reaction of finding out that Pacheco's a choice is gone, kind of, unless I just like put it over this, but yeah, Isaiah Pacheco, by far the best available. We're back to the spins. Still some decent Chiefs players, so I wouldn't mind going back to the Chiefs. A little bit of variety, maybe. I don't know if Evan Ingram's still there. Oh, it's the Falcons. And I suppose we have found our starting quarterback in Desmond Ridder. Now, obviously, this could have gone better, but at the same time, it could have definitely gone worse. So, I mean, things are doing okay. Looks like a Jets pick. All right, it was between Elijah Vera-Tucker, Breece Hall, and Mekhi Becton. And it's kind of a tough one because Mekhi Becton is insanely raw, but he is a superstar, so he might have the highest chance to be the highest overall. I'm going to take one quick look at AVT again just to see what his base ratings are, because if he is great, I might have to do it. I mean, could play tackle as well. Man. I'm going to go AVT, script. I've always kind of went his route. I wonder if we just missed out on like Jermaine Johnson or something like that. And we're back to the Jets, so we're probably getting Mekhi as well. Mekhi is there, so O-line is kind of flying a little bit. Got the Jets line. Back to it. I don't know who I want. Once again, I just want a team with an edge rusher, I think, at this point. If it's Chiefs, it'll be Felix Anudike. I hate myself. I did it again. Felix Anudike Uzama is going to be the choice. Best available. We need edge bad, and as far as like what choices we've made, I think we made the right call every time, right? Like, we only have one linebacker. I know we have two linebackers, Quay and Nick Bolton. So it would have been Snead instead of Bolton, and it would have been Devin White instead of Carlton Davis, which I think is a fair trade-off because Nick Bolton is really young and good. And then, of course, DT could have had Quentin Williams, but it would have been just Jahan at wide receiver. So I think we made the right calls on like every situation so far. Only debatably bad one would have been like not taking Breece Hall to maybe trade him off or something. I don't know, but the Eagles, a little late for a DT, but maybe there's somebody like Keely Ringo or something. And there was so many guys running through my head. I have the wording, man. That I almost forgot about Nolan Smith. I was like, oh, do I go with Nakobe Dean? Ooh, do I go with Keely Ringo? What about Isaiah Rodgers? He's a corner for the Eagles technically now. But no, it is Nolan Smith without a doubt. So we have 272 overall young DNs. Once again, another rebuild choice from yesterday, Nolan Smith. And didn't really develop super well, so maybe we'll get more luck this time. And if we have all of our players drafted by round 30, you kind of know the drill. We are going to be simming the rest of it. No matter who they draft, we will be able to keep them. The Cardinals, who the hell do these guys have? I sold again! I keep freaking talking with the wrong scene on, but Paris Johnson is the choice, as he's the best Cardinal there. I mean, the other option would have been like Garrett Williams, the cornerback, but Paris Johnson's a pretty good value. Probably put him at guard. And I did look to see if Trey McBride was there, and he was not, so really, we need the Packers. Ooh, we're not going to get them, though. We really need the Packers so we can get Luke Musgrave. I've actually got something wrong with my head. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Spin the wheel, talk about the team, click the right scene. Joe Tippmann was the pick, though. There really wasn't many better options, so that's the guy. Really hoping for that Packers pick so I can get Luke Musgrave, though. I am literally the worst. It's crazy. And the Jaguars. Who the hell? Might actually finish off our line with another hidden left tackle. Yeah, the pick's going to be Anton Harrison. Best value, I would say. So the whole offensive line is hidden development trait or star or superstar, which is great. Another spin coming up. I'm just glad I remembered to click to the freaking right scene this time. Give us the Packers! Not going to happen. Buccaneers. Trying to think. Bro, I wonder when Kalijah Cansey went. He probably, like, just went, right? That sucks. Between Logan Hall and Cade Otton, I'd kind of take Logan Hall, I guess. Maybe our DT, too. Give me the Packers. They have the best tight end. I had Cade Otton there, but he's 24. I'm not feeling it. Yes, please. Please tell me Luke is there. We get bailed out at the tight end spot. A 6'6", 89 speed, 85 catching giant rookie in Luke Musgrave. Gonna keep the Chiefs playbook on too, so maybe he wins Rookie of the Year, which would be insane. But damn, that saved us at that spot. All right, I don't know which team we need, but I know we need linebackers and cornerbacks, so give us those. Maybe the worst team possible to roll for either. And I did it again, but the best choice was Garrett Williams. It was between Garrett Williams and Kentrell Clark, who is faster, but way worse in coverage. I'm just hoping speed doesn't matter that much. Still open for corner and linebacker. I don't know if I trust Garrett Williams to be any sort of starter. Falcons, I don't know if either will be had here. Maybe a safety, Richie Grant. I don't know if he's still there. Doubling down on cornerback, Clark Phillips from the Falcons. Could have went Richie Grant. Maybe could have went like a linebacker, but I think it's the best bet. We'll do 10 more picks or a little bit less than that and call it a draft where we get the linebackers. Is this like Muma maybe? And I think Antonio Johnson is the best. Maybe I miss a couple of players here or there, but overall, that's not a bad pick. 21-year-old starting safety. Hold the starting. He'll have to for now, but I don't know how long-term that'll be. Falcons, nope. The Commanders. Jamin Davis definitely would be long gone by now. He's not a star dev anymore, but Diami Brown is kind of the best value here, so we're going to take him. Jartavius Martin must have like just went before that went too, because he's not there even though I expect him to be. The Packers. Maybe a corner again? Valentine really is like by far the best option, so Carrington Valentine's going to be our choice here. We could really use an Eagles roll, even though Nakobe may be gone by now. And we're not going to get it. We're going to get the Buccaneers. I don't think they have a linebacker for us either. I was going to go with Diaby, but zero zone coverage. We're going to go with the speedster, Trey Palmer. Not really many options at this point. That's why I usually like to go around 25 to 30, which we're closing in on. I looked last round, and Nakobe was still there. We are praying for the Eagles, and we're not going to get them. This pick sucks, but Zion McCollum, I don't know what else to grab. The Buccaneers don't really have much going on here. Only a few more picks left. I don't know if Nakobe's still here at this point, but I'm praying for him, and we're not going to get him. Maybe like Leo Chanel or something. I don't know what causes Leo to be here so long, but yeah, he's the guy, obviously. And think we've technically finished every position, right? Oh, wheel spin. I'm a little late. I don't want anyone to think I cheated. No, God, it's the Commanders. Who cares? Ricky Stromboliberg. Good old Stromberg. Ah, crap. I sold. I don't know if Nakobe's still there, but I would probably still prefer him over Leo Chanel. More balanced. And the Falcons. I think Richie Grant's gone, but maybe Troy Anderson. Wait, do they actually have Zach Harrison convert to outside linebacker? I might still put him at DT. I don't even care. I'm bringing him in either way. And I think this is technically our last pick. We'll do 2 more picks. We'll do this and the next one just to fully finish out these picks. The Cardinals. And I don't know their direct comparisons. Oh, he sucks. Owen Papala is going to be our choice, though. Pure speed. And it's a little bit late, but I probably should have threw an any team in there. Oh, well. Who cares? I would never land on it anyways. The Niners. Is that the first time we land on the Niners the whole time, by the way? And not that it probably matters because they go to free agency anyways, but kind of clutch, I suppose. Kyle Juszczyk could be our final actual pick as we sim the rest, see what the team looks like, and see how truly screwed we are as, this is probably going to end up being about, I would still say if we spun green and red the whole time, we would still end up with better players than Sim. Even though Sim could give us any player from any team, they almost always, like 90% of the Sim players after round 30 are like 27 plus years old. Here is the Season 1 team. There is a lot of youth. More youth than I would have actually probably expected, but that doesn't always mean a good thing, right? We've had guys like Tippmann before, Harrison, Stromberg, that have never developed. I know Stromberg's not here, but I'm just using him as an example. He's not starting here anyways. But we may need to replace those guys. Musgrave, will he develop? I have zero idea. Dotson in a rebuild yesterday. Assuming this comes out on time, hopefully. He never developed. Ritter, I haven't really seen him develop too much. There could be names that we need to replace. But I will say, once again, even though we're starting off with a handicap, as we always are with these challenge rebuilds, it could be worse. But one thing that does usually take a hit is the defense, right? There's a couple of good players, right? Chris Jones, Bolton, and Baker. Very good. I mean, I guess I would even consider Quay just because we know how good Quay usually develops or how well he develops in Sim. So I kind of just scratch him as one of those like, okay, he's probably going to develop. But Carlton Davis probably needs to be replaced. 26 years old. Unless he gets a dev up right out the gate, I don't think he's going to develop into like a 90 overall plus guy before regression. Corner 2, maybe 3 needs to be replaced. Chanel probably needs to be replaced. Johnson probably needs to be replaced. Hall, the edge, we don't know if those guys will develop. Strong safety, Baker, he is 27, but the zone coverage is low. So, how high of an overall is he going to stay? I don't know, but either way, we are going to have to develop this team, and I don't think it would really be possible for me to do another, spin or forcing myself to choose certain players type of thing. I think it was just the fantasy draft. The rest, we do what we got to do. Maybe for trading, I can only trade with teams that have the red or the green. That would make sense, I suppose. Although at the same time, would be very annoying to deal with. Felix, my man, 3 to power move and finesse. He's well on his way. It'd be nice for him to get to superstar with that camp standout, but that is super rare. You're frustrated? I'm not really. Also, ironically enough, he's better than you, Carter, but sure, I appreciate the sentiment. Is it sediment? No, sediment is like when rocks fall down or something, or I don't even know. All right, I don't know if it's the Chiefs playbooks, but we're actually doing pretty well. Nick Bolton needs a contract, and every time I hear Nick Bolton, I think of Michael Bolton, and I don't know, dude. Michael Bolton's him, really. Jahan Dotson, I think he might need that. So 10-year or 7-year, 10 per. Not bad. Paris Johnson, we are locking him in on a 7-year 63. The money is free out here. Trey Palmer has the chance to be a long-term kind of like slot wide receiver. He's pretty fast. I'm going to keep him, actually. I was kind of like, maybe I won't. I'm going to keep him. Do I do the whole thing? Then I won't need a wide receiver like ever, though. I would do a 4-year 16. I mean, it's too easy. Fantasy draft re-signings are just busted. Some of the defenders, though, especially like backups, not really worth it. Joe Flacco, killing it. I like him, but I don't know if I want to pay a guy that's probably going to retire in game like right now. What else do we have here? All right. Boom. Like, rooting for Joe Flacco now is, like, it's fun because it's like you're rooting for an old man to do well. It's like the whole Big Ben final year thing, but without the conflicting criminal thing, you know? It's a little more fun, I'll be honest. We're going to the wild card round, and we're in it. We also choked the division. Ritter killed it. Wonder if that has anything to do with the scheme, or if it's just because Ritter's the GOAT. Of course, he lost a couple of games right at the end, which ended up making us lose the division title. But that doesn't really matter. I don't really care about the division. This is a little bit different than the last rebuild, as last one we didn't make the playoffs till like right at the end. This time we're out the gate winning it. Although Ritter with those interceptions, it's going to be a weird one because, right, like we're not going to have a good pick to draft QB. Pacheco, under a 90 overall, doing well, barely under a 90 overall, in all fairness. Receivers, Musgrave, that... The scheme is insane, bro. He's a rookie, could win Rookie of the Year, which, you know, he's got the numbers for a dev up on his own. He could go from normal to superstar 1 year. Pacheco, the scheme is so weird for the number 2 wide receiver. I almost feel like maybe put him in the slot and then just do the opposite of what I normally do. Chris Jones killed it. The rest, you know, let's not talk about it. Interceptions, 3. Maybe it's enough for a dev up. I don't know. Elliott missed 4 out of 20, which isn't great, but it's not the worst. Cole just under 54 yards per punt, which is really good. Kick return, punt return game, no touchdowns. I rarely see them, in fairness. Jalen Hurts, the MVP. Tua Tagovailoa on the list. Obviously, we're not going to be on the list there. The Chiefs, though, let's see if we got any names. Wait, not Rookie of the Year? 4? I guess the touchdowns just matter that much. He should still go to star at least. It'd be pretty crazy if he didn't. Any award wins, Garrett Wilson at number 3 should be good enough for a dev up. And that's kind of it. Chris Jones didn't even get Defensive Lineman of the Year. Whatever, I guess. But we're in the playoffs. And maybe this is a... what is it called? A dynasty rebuild instead of a regular, last-second win / choke rebuild. But we are lower overall than the Ravens, but we have the Chiefs schemes. This could be an upset. Damn edge rushers, though. That's going to be the position that really holds us back. Oh, left to right is us, so we actually made the stop right at the last second, which was clutch. 7-7, 14-7. Still 14-7, 14-10. 17-14. 21-17. 24-21. Tied up all the way here. 4th and 10, you kind of have no choice but to punt it. That's a really good punt as well, and that will take it to overtime. Moving down the field pretty nicely, finishing off with a touchdown. Anything but a touchdown. Damn. Any score wins it. 4th and 3, you can't punt this. What's the sitch? What are we going to do? They're saying to punt it? Hell no. Do I actually want this play? This kind of sucks. Musgrave looking huge. Of course, imagine, like, the thing about Musgrave is, imagine he knew that he was a big guy. Like, that would be crazy. But he just doesn't do anything after the catch. Like, he just falls down right away. And on 4th and 5, what's the sitch? I mean, I don't want to be the reason why we win, but at the same time, I don't want the AI being asked to be the reason why we lose either. So it's like, it's just like a double-edged something. I wasn't going to say sword, so I don't know, I'm going to stop talking now. I feel like I'm cheating. I'm not going to help them anymore. If they sell, they sell. That's on them. 4th and 2, they get the field goal. Oh, no, they won. Deserved, to be fair, and they could have won without it. Oh, come on. You're telling... I knew we had good numbers, but I didn't know Richardson sucked. We deserve it. I don't care how many rushing touchdowns he has. We deserve that win. Come on. Forget about it. Pick for Quay, which is clutch. And we finish the game victorious. Divisional round against the Patriots, 86 overall. And their top player is Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry. Oh my God. Imagine a freaking read option with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. I know Derrick Henry's probably not the best inside zone type of runner, which is kind of what read option is. You kind of have to have quick reactions, quick agility. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they actually run a lot of inside zone with Tennessee, but I just feel like, under center is what Tennessee likes to do, right? Give Derrick Henry a better chance to get ahead of steam, and in general help the play action a little bit better. Play action with those are tougher to stop. 7-3 though, 7-6. Chiefs playbooks, man, they are busted. I really need to limit. Not that we're killing it right now, but we're still overperforming the roster. I gotta limit my usage of the Chiefs playbooks to rebuilds where it's okay, 4 seasons in, and we still haven't won a Super Bowl, yet we deserve it. Fair enough. Oh my God. Is the clock running here? And also, why are we not... What do you actually run here? Because you can't really run 3-man deep. They'll just hit a quick out to you against you or something. Oh, what a play. Is that Carl Davis? I don't know who the hell is that? I can't even see their name. I might have vision problems. I ain't gonna lie. I still don't know who that is. Who are you? Who was that? Bro, who was that? It was the safety. Okay, I don't know why I would have expected to know that. Ritter was still better than Lamar, which tells you our defense is kind of cooking. Pacheco was pretty good. Derrick Henry with 100 on the nose. No real big runs in that one, which both guys are very capable of breaking off big ones. So I'm a little surprised by that. And Elliott not missing a kick. Needed that from him. We're headed to the championship round. I mean, year one, huh? Okay. Maybe the Chiefs, like I said, need to be neutered. That playbook is crazy. I think what I'll do is if we somehow do win the Super Bowl in this season, I guess I'll change their playbook to something more fair because I want to know what love is. I just want to know if we've actually deserved this because while we are a lower overall, we do have some pretty good players, right? Chris Jones can wreck a game all on his own. We've got 2 good wide receivers. We have an athletic tight end who's a freak. And then we have, a super speedy running back with a pretty decent O-line for developing. Nah, I'm thinking back at this team. We do not deserve this at all. I don't know what the hell I'm waffling about. I'm just yapping at this rate. But let's take a look at the championship round. Who the hell is in here? Who the hell is in here? It's the Colts. Interesting. I guess I'll look back and see, because obviously they didn't have a playoff, a bye week. Ah, crap, I clicked the wrong damn thing. Playoff schedule. Wildcard round. Okay, so the Colts, they beat the Jaguars by 15. Not the best playbooks in the world. The Raiders playbooks, though, their offensive playbooks can cook. So I'm a little surprised they held them that much, or that little, if you will. And in the championship round, it is the Eagles versus the Falcons. Falcons versus Chiefs. I mean, if we were to win this game, and if it is the Falcons, I'd feel pretty good about our odds of winning it all. Of course, the Colts, I think, are the lowest team we've seen yet, and that'll be the team that takes us out. Holy crap, 38-0. Not even a close one. Bird battle, it was like an eagle versus a pigeon. It wasn't even close. 7-7. Defense is doing okay, considering the offense is doing nothing. Down by 7 still. This could be the loss. I mean, this defense the Colts have is just elite as hell. And we're down by 3. We have all the chances in the world and all the time in the world. Nice clutch first down. I mean, we're struggling, but it could benefit us. As you can see, the clock is really low. And despite losing by whatever points almost literally all game long, we get the final score that will make us a Super Bowl contender. Derek Carr was their quarterback. Should never even gotten this close. Desmond Ridder, a potential Super Bowl winner, though? Musgraves killed it. I mean, if you want to develop a tight end in Sim, Chiefs are them, right? Tariq Woolen's really good and, had an interception. But here it is, the 38-0 winning Atlanta Falcons. I didn't really pay attention to them. Now I kind of want to see how they got here. It's even though it's the Chiefs, it is kind of like a, wow, really? Year 1 Super Bowl? How the hell does that happen type of moment. So I don't want someone crying he's scripting again. All of his other videos are slow and then rebuild. And then I'm going to stop doing. My voice is going to die if I continue doing that. I can't do that. That is too much pain. Let's go on to the Super Bowl. Falcons. Let's take a look at that overall. Looks like we're only 82. We faced a couple of 86s. 84, I mean, that's winnable, especially since now we are tied up with them at 83. 3 almost tied up, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe Rodgers is on this team. Falcons win over the Saints by 11, division matchup. Falcons over the Bears, okay, that's an easy team to beat. And then the freaking Eagles, though. Oh, it's 2? Okay, that's pretty good. They made Trevor throw 4 interceptions. I mean, if we end up not throwing that many interceptions or even close to that many interceptions, then you know this Chiefs playbook is busted. I want to take a look at these dev-ups first before we go in, though. Maybe Pacheco. For sure, well, maybe not for sure, but likely Garrett Wilson. For sure, Luke Musgrave. And then defensively, maybe some dev-ups for linebackers. Okay, yeah, Garrett Wilson to go up a dev, which really sucks. But dev up for Musgrave, which is great. You know, he looks like he'll be the tight end for the future. Insanely athletic with that size. That's why I always prioritize him in a fantasy draft, especially if you're going to use the team. If you're going to use the team, you definitely want him. And then defensively, nothing, right? That hurts. No, Johnson went up at least. I mean, safety is a position that I struggle to develop, so I'll take what I can get. If he would have had a freaking breakout, maybe he goes the freaking superstar. He's 79 zone coverage, though. Okay. I mean, the wheel spin, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but we definitely landed some okay talent, and here they are somehow competing for a Super Bowl title in year 1. If we win this, we'll definitely at least do 2 more seasons, and then I think next season, maybe not regardless. I think if we win, I will, but if we lose, I won't. We'll probably change the playbooks just to see if that is playing the biggest factor. See, the thing is, though, what team has a fullback as good as ours? That's where the difference is being made, although they're eagling us. We at least didn't get shut out. 17-3, 24-3. Holy crap, this team! This is crazy. Oh, holy crap. Hold on. Hold the F on. The Chiefs are not done. The comeback of the century here. Oh my god, there is no time left, but they have all 3 timeouts. I normally do strong onside. I mean, you kind of have to onside kick, right? Could you imagine this team actually comes back here, though? Oh! No shot! There's no way. This is the craziest comeback ever. An onside kick in Madden? Inside. That throw is dog. Way to go. I really should not be in here, but I just know the way they manage the clock. It's going to be a disaster if we let them work. If you let them cook, you will get cooked. Dotson on the inside. Main route receiver. Trey. Oh, there goes Musgrave. Perfect throw. We'll put up some yards here. Keeps it out of bounds. Nice freaking fight as well. If you get the touchdown, you probably go for 2. And as cheese it is, I'd probably look at the inside zone play out of PA Crossers for the audible. And that is a great throw and catch. And once again, out of bounds. Ritter's playing pretty well. It's just, they took a little too long to get down here. I thought it was going to be another kind of blowout, but they came back. Dotson's a quick look. And over the middle, linebackers can't jump. And he's going to be down to the 2-yard line. Going with the quick throw. I kind of wanted to test the inside zone to see what kind of push we get inside. And there goes Pacheco for the touchdown. Now it's 2-point conversion time. Oh, no. Would you have the guts in real life? I don't think I would. Especially a run call, though. I mean, you want to double this guy, because, they can't defend this if you double him. And we might win the Super Bowl. The craziest... I'm coming in the game. I'm already in the game, but I'm not leaving. I ain't leaving. Although I do believe the AI has a better chance to probably get down the field on, slow burn plays. I just don't trust the sim. They'll get, 40 yards on one throw. Please just play Hail Mary. Please just play Hail Mary. Not playing Hail Mary. Sweet. This is absolutely obtainable for them. Who's this? Baker? Why is he so far over? Oh, great. I'm stuck as the best coverage player on the team. Okay, that's a good play for us. They gain 7, forcing a timeout. But I suppose it doesn't kill the clock too much. This is probably verticals then if he's running that. And it is. Just cover the running back. It is my job, technically. That will take a lot of clock off as well. It is Hail Mary time. So barring some sort of dog crap miracle, I think we won year one on an insane comeback. Oh, this is the, like, save clock play. Hold the F on. What is this? Do you mind? I mean, it's obviously not going to, like, be a field goal, but wait, they're not. They're running the wrong Hail Mary. What are they doing? Wait, what are they doing? EA. Who is that tight end, by the way? He's huge. Who is that? Wait, no, I wanted to see. Isaiah Likely. He looks huge, you know? Either way, we've won the Super Bowl year one. A different type of rebuild. Of course, it still can get interesting because we're, like I said, going to be taking off the Chiefs playbook offensively and defensively. We're going to go with something like a little bit less like broken. I'm trying to think of what that may be on offense. Defense, it's kind of just random. So even if we kept Chiefs, I don't know if it'll matter, but I'll change it anyways just to make sure. But yeah. Desmond Ridder, Super Bowl champion, year one. I guess you don't replace him. Not that it seems like we need to, but I'll be looking just in case there is an option. But I definitely did not come into this one drafting this team thinking it would be a champion without some work. I thought it was going to take some time, and instead they climbed the top of the mountain right out the gate, and they did the thing. And then, it's not like it was a perfect storm of like, playing the right teams or teams not drafting in the AFC or something. We played against Tua, Lamar Jackson, and that might have been it, I think, because we think we had Anthony Richardson and Derek Carr, but those other two quarterbacks are pretty damn good, so well-deserved, it seems, but how much of it was because of the schemes? That rhymed. That was kind of slick. It really wasn't, but I'm hyping myself up here. Let's take a look at the numbers. Ridder, obviously, we kind of came in, but even then, he was on par with Tua. Christian McCaffrey was their running back, very good. Pacheco, okay game. Isaiah Likely, 6'4", 240. He doesn't look that big, though. Am I crazy? Like, he looks bigger than Musgrave when you compared him to the other players, but Musgrave had a pretty good game. Yeah, we did it. Leonard Williams, always great in sim. Chris Jones with a sack, combined sack for Logan Hall and Nick Bolton, definitely a combo. And that was the win that will not be beaten. That is probably our lowest overall early rebuild win we've had in a while, maybe even ever. I don't know. I don't keep track of every single, early rebuild situation, but I'll show you once again. I mean, we had the Chiefs playbooks on again, which is, like I said, it's pretty good, but I mean, all of these are played once. I didn't restart or something like that. We had the golden run, and usually when golden is involved, it's something different. It's like rain or something. Did we have any retirements? We had some older guys like Flacco. Flacco retires with another ring, which is pretty cool. Flacco retires, Tyrod Taylor retires, and Rodney McLeod. Tyrod Taylor retires year one? Really? Year one retirement. Also, if you didn't know, sorry kids, spoiler alert, Santa Claus is a bald man. AJ Cole just punted for the Super Bowl winning champions who didn't even really require him to punt that much, it seemed. And he wanted to test not retirement. He might after we bust his knees, but he wanted to test free agency. A 3-year 15, is that not enough? I would have done more years, but it said he wanted a 3-year. What am I supposed to do? But free agency, I could have went with Stonehouse. I regret all. Jonathan Jones is not bad, actually, as a 1-year guy, but I think it's probably better for us to draft corner. I think you kind of just stick it out with Ridder. I don't know. He's still young enough, and he wasn't that bad with interceptions, but I do kind of worry that, the scheme was carrying, so once I change it off, I think, we're going to take the scheme off just to test the team versus, a regular scheme, but if we suck, then I'm going to put the Chiefs back on just to see if we can get that dynasty. So it'll be an interesting year 2, which will kind of decide how year 3 goes. So there's actually a couple of decent options here in the first round, late first round, that we're looking at. Quarterbacks, there's some options. There is a crazy, I'm going to say crazy quarterback because I have actually seen this, but there's kind of a bad quarterback. He is 26 years old, Anton Weldon. No short accuracy, barely any medium, good deep. But, man, at 26, you'd have to literally be an X Factor, and even then, he could literally say he's a guaranteed X Factor, and I still don't know if I would draft that. 26? He'd have to be A's across the board with X Factor at 26. It's just, it's just not worth it, obviously. But looking at the wrong positions now, the positions we're looking at, there are some D linemen. That's one of our big needs. Obviously, DT. I didn't get to scout Curtis more because I was like, you know what? There's a lot of names here. I'm just kind of hoping that, maybe someone at the DT spot later, like Rushing or Middlebrooks is someone I go with. But then there's also corner, which we really need. There's 3 of them. One of them being a 6'4" with A-man, A press. We've seen a lot of star and superstar dev guys like this. Hopefully, again, I'm going to draft them no matter what. Draft him no matter what, even if I do take Stoudemire and Adkisson. Adkisson is probably better to use if you're using a league. But Stoudemire probably is going to be the higher overall, but the speed is better on Otis. But I'm just going to keep simming until one of them is gone. That's basically the plan. And unless my vision is fading me, I think both corners are actually there. And the Colts took the 26-year-old quarterback, by the way, at pick 30. They're on something. I don't know who to take here, because Stoudemire has the higher overall, I'd imagine. But he is slower. Adkisson, I think they're both 22, right? Yeah, I mean, the elite speed. I gotta go for the speed. No, I kind of knew it, though. In my head, I kind of knew. But what am I supposed to do? I gotta go for the speed every time. I should have went for the overall. I'm a dummy. We're moving to the next pick because obviously we know the 3 to 4 DTs will be there. Please don't do it again, idiot. Just don't. Do we need a linebacker? Oh, yeah, Leo Chanel kind of needs to be replaced. We don't really have many chances at the thing, though. Wait, oh, crap. Okay, the DTs are there. I mean, Rushing is the better of the two, right? I mean, he's got the A power and a B finesse. I mean, there's no choice. Thank you. Thank you. At least a corner, one dev up, it doesn't take much, right? One breakout and you're cooking. Let's move on until there's one linebacker left and we just take whoever's there in hopes that they are, hidden development trade. Obviously, like we said, we're only going to be allowed to trade to green and red teams, so we have to be kind of, careful about this. If we're noticing that there's only 2 linebackers left, I would probably be like, okay, maybe I trade with the Packers here, or maybe I trade with the Buccaneers, perhaps. As we don't know what other red or green teams could be nearby. This might be my last chance. I know the Commanders are there, but we'll pay attention. This is kind of fun, I suppose. Subjecting myself to pain is super cool. Oh, please don't tell me Wynn's gonna go here. Woo! Okay, so we risked it pretty hard. We can go to the Cardinals. I want to see if I can try to keep 32 though, and maybe get that cornerback there or the quarterback. As the quarterback looks kind of decent. I mean, he could be one of those star dev kind of gems. I don't know what it's going to take to get this trade though. 4th this, 5th this, and a 4th next. Okay, that's a pretty good trade. I'm down to do that. We have pick 32, but that could drop next season, so I don't want to get rid of too much next season. And we keep 32, which I think we'll only have one choice at. O-line, I put them on the list as I always do because they're always a quick, easy draft. But yeah, I might even go Geraldo instead of Wynn. But yeah, I think we're going to go with one of these linebackers. Cornerback, if he's there, we'll take him. If not, I guess I don't need him. Geraldo, insanely fast. I forgot we were drafting or scouting linebackers there for a second. How fast these guys are. I'm going for the speed. No! I really thought this guy was going to be hidden. Those uber fast linebackers are almost always star dev. And that's what I was thinking again. I was thinking it, but if he's at least an okay overall, I'll go for him. And I think that was the quarterback. Not that I was going to take him here. I think I'm going with the corner if he's here, which he is. Thurman. I mean, he's gonna be kind of slow, but he's gonna be hidden, and he is. Okay, so it's worth it, and I'm debating on what I do with this cornerback spot because that corner's probably gonna be 80-some man next to no zone coverage, but he's hidden. Whereas the other corner is probably going to be a higher overall or very close to him, but he's normal. So it's why would the guy that's normal start over the guy that's hidden when they're probably going to be both kind of similar? It's just, one's built towards only one thing. And with this, I guess we go the fullback. We have use check now, but we might need to replace him, and I don't really like paying fullbacks. Even though, of course, we know that's the reason why that we won the Super Bowl. Okay, maybe they're not going to be the same overall. 78 overall. I think you have to start that. Even if the other guy's superstar, one breakout, and you're cooking. Not the best ratings. I'm going to be so mad when I see Adkisson, aren't I? Really good power move from Rushing. Obviously, his block shed's not great, but he's going to be rushing the quarterback. Funny. Star Dev, I was really hoping for Superstar Plus, obviously, but definitely, has the makings of all those Star Devs. There's just certain builds that you're just expecting. So I got to take a look at Geraldo, and I got to look at the cornerback, Atkinson. Of course, we did end up with a hidden corner anyways, and Thurman, who is, very good at man, no zone coverage, and then just terrible at catching. Last time we drafted someone with 6'5" that looked almost exactly like this. They were star, but maybe superstar anyways. And they are, damn, son. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but Atkinson is a interesting guy. Stoudemire is a 77 overall, please. I knew it, dude. Oh my, he's like better than him in everything. And even the speed, I don't know if it's actually significant. I got to look back, but I didn't feel like it was that great, was it? Star Dev, I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, Star Dev, but it still sucks. I want to see this our cornerback. What was his speed? So 92 speed versus our guys. Okay, so obviously if you're user draft, you don't regret anything. That is significantly better, but still does kind of suck. Let's take a look at these linebackers. I'd imagine the guy we were going to go for went like shortly after. So we have Wynn, and was he still there in the fourth? Geraldo, 72 overall. Normal dev as well, at least. So didn't really miss out there. Pretty good ratings, though. Just a little bit slower than our guy. And then there's the quarterback, Wilbur. Go back to him. 70 overall. And I am shocked. No, he's not bad by any means, but I'm actually a bit surprised that he wasn't star or better. That he had the makings of a hidden dev player that you can develop. I really thought he was going to be, but wasn't. We did pretty well, right? 78 overall corner, even though he's normal, is still a very high overall corner. Mr. Phillips for a 5th-round pick because he's on a 1-year deal, and more importantly, I have to release like 5 players or something. Now I need like 4 more, I think. And I don't know who the hell to get rid of because I have a lot of mentor pieces right now. So we haven't really upgraded the team with any immediate talent, but the future looks all right. As our defense, we have a much better group of corners. Wynn, the linebacker, could be good if he wins Rookie of the Year on defense. Not even trying to make a pun that time. And then rushing, very good power move for a pass rushing DT. And he's got one of the best to do it, really, at this rate, or at least in the league for a while now, in Chris Jones right by his side. So yeah, and obviously, like we said, we want to test out those schemes. I almost never see the Packers win a Super Bowl yet. I think they're decently balanced. The only problem is they're not going to use the tight end too much, but they're decently balanced. They like to pass, run. I would say maybe a little bit more run lately, but this is what we're going to be rocking. Cleveland on defense, Green Bay on offense, vertical zone run with base 4-3. Bro, DeAndre Carter at this rate is just roasting everyone. He's like, I know you're not very happy with Trey Palmer. It's like everyone he roasts. Like, oh, what about you? Like you're not even good at this rate. You're just like you pretend like you're a coach. But I'll take the free ratings. Things are absolutely going worse, I will admit. Mekhi Becton needs a superstar, and whatever, dude. I'm just going to sign him to long term. Really? I thought that definitely would have been enough. Garrett Wilson, obviously, maxed out contract. Even if he never gets a superstar, it's worth it. A lot of money, but, fair. Harrison, that is a lot of money. Musgrave, I mean, at this point, even though he's going to get ruined by this Packers scheme this season, will likely be the long-term guy. 79 overall, 23 is not bad. Ritter, that's a tough one. That is a bad timing to have him on the list, especially with this Green Bay scheme. But he's playing pretty well. He's playing better than with the Chiefs scheme, actually. So, I think as much as you want to pay them all now before the market gets crazy, you don't want to be locked into him if a better option comes along, right? And then Nolan, I mean, the money's just there. It's 10 mil per for an edge rusher. If he becomes elite, you are locked in like so long with a goon at edge. We did pay our quarterback, so 38 mil left after all that is not terrible. I also want to see Anton Harrison because he's a very high overall, but he's also very highly cost worthy. The problem also is that he is a red interest. A 4-year 52 would be great. Not going to happen. We'd have 26 mil left. I think I can live with it, though. I don't even know if we win if we're in. The division is tight, and we do win. Very close division, 10-7 across the board. I'm really curious to see how far up the list. I mean, we were the last team in the playoffs at 10-7. Now, it seems that 9 wins was enough to win, but still, 10-7. That is absurd. Obviously, it was nowhere near as clean of a battle, but we'll see how we played anyways. First, going to look at the schedule. Iffy start, and then a really strong finish. 4 wins in a row. Very nice. Very nicely done. Let's take a look at the numbers. We obviously seen that it was an okay start. We were a little past midpoint of the season when we looked at them. Touchdown to pick ratio is really good. Better than last year. 3,700 yards. Will it be enough for a dev up? What were the numbers? 3rd in passing, so maybe for touchdowns. Pacheco, the yards might be enough for superstar. And then Wilson, not bad. Palmer, okay. Dotson, okay. And then, like we said with the Packers, they never know how to use a tight end, which is crazy because they drafted 2 tight ends pretty high. Paris Johnson with 9 sacks. That's not a bad number of sacks allowed either. And I'm kind of debating on what I want to do with Harrison because we paid Becton. I want to pay Vera Tucker. Although Paris Johnson, Tittman, and Harrison, I don't know if I can pay them. We'll see. But looking at sacks, Chris Jones killed it. Rushing killed it. The DTs are cooking where the edge is not. Tackles for a loss, Chris Jones is great. I don't know if we're going to have any other dev ups, but rushing should go to superstar because I imagine A, he was great, and then B, I imagine he would have won Rookie of the Year, right, on defense. AJ Cole, 53.8 yards per punt. The team was still really good. It's just we kind of lacked again in edge. Looking at the award wins, Rookie of the Year, please. Nice rushing with the Rookie of the Year win. Could go to X Factor even. And I don't imagine we'd have won any other awards. But, hey, back in the playoffs with a different scheme. And maybe win it? I don't know. Weak link, I don't want to talk about it because it's the defense, I imagine. And let's just not talk about it. Really hoping for a Pacheco dev up, though. Going to the end of the game. 0-0 still. 7-0. Okay. I'm not gonna worry yet. 7-7. Interception, but nothing of it. Defense is doing its job, but the offense is struggling. 14-14. I mean, this is a close game. 4th and 2. See, while one side of me is like, this game has been really low scoring. It's been very close all the way through. Maybe you do just go for the field goal. The other part of me is like, you get this touchdown, and in a game like this, maybe this is enough to win it, you know? So let's see what we got. And I don't know why I panicked that. I literally had X, and I blew it. Or not X, Y. I had Y, and I just sold. Well, that's a bot moment. See, while I do win Super Bowls for teams, I also cost them Super Bowls, as somehow the Jaguars dug them themselves out of the hole, and are going to be on a 4th and inches with the clock just... They're going to win it on this thing. Holy crap. Was that the perfect drive? From their own 2 or 4 yard line, and they waste every second of the clock. There's no way. I've never seen that. That is insane. That's the greatest drive of all time. Literally the greatest drive of all time. Wow, I can't believe I sold that hard. Field goal might have been enough to win it, and I sold. Desmond, in fairness, even though I threw 1 pick, Desmond Ridder was ass. Pacheco's cooking, though. He must be 90 overall now. Aluakon with 2 interceptions, 1 for Terrell, and we obviously had 1 with Carlton Davis. Still, Edge is struggling, but, I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're low overalls. I don't know what it takes. It's kind of like the running back position. I feel like in previous Maddens, though, you were able to, like, get lucky 10-plus sack seasons. I don't know, but feels like this year, if you're not proven at all, you just don't get anything. But rushing did well at the DT spot, but edge is just... I'm struggling to get guys to develop at edge. As you have the Patriots versus the Bears in the Super Bowl, that was a really bad interception by me, though. I did panic a little bit, but I had the zig. Patriots win. Please dev up for Pacheco, maybe even Garrett Wilson. I mean, Garrett Wilson, but no for Pacheco. What were the yards like? Garrett Wilson, superstar. Not a bad set of abilities, I guess. What else do we have? No one else on offense. Defense, the DT for sure. Win didn't go up in dev, which kind of sucks. And that's really it. But rushing with a very, very good start to his career already. Superstar dev, some good XPs, and as you can see, some upgrade points. And then right as I forgot to get Mekhi Becton back. What was his ask? 3-year... It's like 52, so let's do a 3-year this times 7. Actually, I don't know if I want to do 7. That's 32. Maybe I just do a 4-year deal. I enjoy playing for you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Enjoy playing for us again. Enjoy playing for us next season, buddy. So 2-year 26, he's asking now for that 2-year 26. So maybe we just do this contract and just, do a 3-year instead of a 4-year. Oh my god, these guys are so ungrateful. Little losers. I don't like them now. AJ Cole's not going to stick around either because he's been trying to get rid of us. He stays around when we don't have the tag available. Tagged a punter. This time I had to tag a more important player, the tackle, Becton. Let's take a look who's in free agency. We can maybe fight for him, but I suppose it gives us something to draft anyways. A-Chain, we actually had him last rebuild. Tyron Smith is good for a 1-year type of thing, but that's not a long-term player. And where's our guard? Hello? Is he like lower? I thought he was an 82 or 83, but I guess not. Well, let's go crazy with it. 2-year 32. Even that, bro, he does not want to play for us. That is wild. That is crazy. Let's go Tyron Smith, I guess. Get a better guard anyways, even though he's not a guard, but I'm going to play him there. Did that a couple of times now because I'm dangerous. I'm crazy. I'll do whatever I need to. All right, let's get he goes to the Cowboys. Okay, well, our team is now worse than last season because this game is pretty decent. I mean, it's an okay game, I guess. I love trading off a 2nd-round pick of 2 5ths and a 7th just to get my damn guard back. And I thought there was other options that were going to work out, even like Tyler Smith, who is a higher overall, but he's normal dev. Didn't happen. So I guess we save some guaranteed money, but we also lose a guaranteed draft pick. We're going to pick 20. We have a bunch of 1-2 corners, so I think we'll be fine just moving on to 20. And depending on how many are there, because we don't need corner just this moment, and honestly, we're drafting for a future that won't exist, because we're done after this season. There's not really... Ooh. I just got a Cole Moore because he had an A to C man. Is he better than Roll, though? 21 years old, very fast. We did this whole thing last time. 21 as well, 6'3", slower. Do I not trade down? Because I got a bunch of corners here, right? Like, I'd be willing to take Cole or Roll, which rhyme, which plays a huge factor into it, of course. I think you take the guy that says round 1. Screw it. Carl Cole, if he's normal. Why did I believe it? He's not round 1 talent. Even if he actually is decent, he's not hidden, and he's mid, and I don't know. But we're going to be doing this one final season, so we are drafting for, once again, for a future that kind of doesn't exist. But that would be a number 3 corner anyways, as it would be really, we're looking at like replacing, Carlton the Davis, so everyone would kind of move up 1, and that 6'4" corner is definitely on his way. Brewer looks really good, and linebacker is still technically a need, so I'm going to trade up to Cleveland and see if that guy is halfway decent. A 3rd this, a 4th and a 5th next to move up 19 spots of the Browns, which hopefully lands us the linebacker of the future. If not, well, at least he's a good backup, hopefully. Maybe I didn't need to trade up because we had some other options, which now I'm kind of regretting a little bit, as Herrick looks really good too. Let's compare the two. But Brewer I was dead set on, and then I seen Herrick, and I don't know why I thought nobody was going to be anywhere near that good. Obviously, this guy's zone doesn't look great, or block shit doesn't look great. Look at this speed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm going Herrick. Oh, come on! Can I get anything right? I'm just going to go to the next pick. Whoever's there, if anyone, I'll take them, but I got to compare them to the other guys we passed on. I have to. Brewer and then the cornerback Roll. Oh, I'm a seller, bro. We did have also a superstar wide receiver build, which... Oh, he's still there. Okay, never mind. Tremaine Ward, super speedy. I think he'll be a superstar build, and he is. Killed it. I mean, what can I say? We are them. We are him, collectively. Here we go. Draft recap. 75, 72, 70. Wow. Do I even really want to look at any of these players? That was just a draft that doesn't matter. This draft was completely useless. I don't know what I'm doing. That is easily the worst draft I've ever had. And I know we had to trade for our lineman, but, even that, having to trade for my own lineman back, that plays a factor into how bad it was. And I knew it. I just knew it. Another guy that looks like he's trapped in super olden times with the freaking mutton chops, but Dev. Nice. Lovely. I'm so bad. All right, Brewer went kind of high, 74 overall. Okay, at least he was normal. Some positive, which, I don't know. Superstar corner, that would have been a hell of a draft, but I suppose technically getting our lineman back, we didn't really need anyone, so on to the final season where maybe we can become the dynasty using the playbooks that we started with and basically the same roster. All right, final season here in this rebuild. I would say it's probably a shorter one, but with all my yapping, it may be like another long video, but we obviously had the Super Bowl year 1. Year 2 wasn't bad considering we completely went off to a different scheme, which, well, not scheme, but team, which I guess technically scheme playbook. And, the Packers aren't really like super good in Sims, so we didn't really know what we were going to get, but we ended up making the playoffs and we had a chance. We just kind of sold. And by we, I mean mainly me at the end because I had a chance and I, instead of kicking the field goal, choked it. First time the camp standout isn't Felix, by the way. He actually had 2 in a row, so free +6 to pass rush, and now Nolan gets it, which, I mean, that's a little bit more fair, I suppose, but here it is, the final season. Will it be a lackluster finish, or could we actually win the Super Bowl and become a dynasty? Alrighty then, 10K XP, Nolan gets it first try, whereas Felix failed twice. Oh, Nolan's got Superstar now. Sweet. 68 mil, Mekhi Becton's back on the list. Oh, Pacheco absolutely gets that contract. You're hoping for Superstar, so then he does last past 30, but you got to bet on it anyways. Carlton Davis, he's not bad. Obviously, Johnson you pay because, I mean, that money is crazy good for us. And it seems like pretty much backups for the rest, which 52 mil, even if you pay Mekhi Becton, is not bad. Don't want to pay him as much as I was originally, so this is kind of his fault. Oh my god, this guy, for not getting more money. Carlton Davis, I still think is probably your best bet, but could you do better maybe? Probably not. I think you do one more year on his contract, and because he's green, you don't have to pay much. 25 mil, just like last year. Winning in, a very weird season though. 10-7, you're like, okay, 10-7, that's not bad. But with the Chiefs playbooks on, it's not like I forgot or anything. I had them on from the start. We were ass. But we actually did pretty well to finish out the season. We got the Raiders on the first game. Don't know if that's good or bad, but we're in the playoffs. So maybe year 1 was a magical year. Because, I mean, with a better team, we're playing... Well, I mean, Ritter did play really well. We're not winning as many games as we were. Garrett Wilson, that's, X Factor. Musgrave was pretty good. Could be Superstar, should be Superstar. And then the rest, we didn't talk about. The non-number ones... It's just random. O-line was great again. And the edge, Nolan's at 10.5. Rushing is pretty good again. Chris Jones at 12.5. And then, what? 1,000 downs played with 1.5 sacks. That's the worst I've ever seen from a starting edge. Like, I've seen, 70 overall rookies play better than that. That's crazy. Kicking was low, but that might mean we just had a lot of touchdowns, which that's pretty absurd if that's the case. 3rd in yards, telling me it is. Probably top 10 in points. All right, 14th in defense. That's good enough. 3rd offense, 14th in defense. That's very good. And then, 6th in scoring. Just scoring touchdowns, not field goals. That's pretty crazy. Love with the MVP award, which is crazy. Any award wins for us? It appears not. But, hey, back in the playoffs, anything can happen. Except for probably win this game because I believe their quarterback is Mahomes. How the tables have turned. 7-0, 7-7. Still 7-7. 14-7. 14-14. 21-14. This ain't looking good. It's tied up. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Defense has a chance here. 3rd and 6, don't get the stop. 4th and 2, though. Offense moving, 4th and 6. I do agree with the punt here, I think. Although it was a touchback. Oh, maybe I don't. No, we did it. Overtime deserved, of course. Defenses as well. 4th and 6, they can kick the field goal. Wow, that is... I mean, we lost anyways. And that's going to be it. A very lackluster end to this rebuild. The climax was early, and that's it. Mahomes, with the Raiders, wins a playoff game. Not the Super Bowl. Wins against us in the playoffs. Ritter was pretty good, to be fair. Taylor was decent. Pacheco was very good. Just an utter disappointment, though. Losing this game, sadly. Oh, well. But let's take a look and see who wins the Super Bowl. I can't believe we lost that game. Please at least be in there, Raiders. Come on. Okay, at least the Raiders are in there. That's fair enough. The Raiders win. I'm going to feel, more satisfied that we just lost to the team that won the Super Bowl. Yeah, so, I mean, if it was destiny for them to win the Super Bowl, it's just unfortunate we played them first, right? If it was the championship round, it would have felt better, but, that would have been unfortunate. And, of course, all the dev-ups in the world as we're ending. That's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, we got our Super Bowl, and we can't really do better than that, right? We'd have to win 2 in a row here, which is kind of irrelevant. You can't really do better than the dynasty, which we are not going to have because we missed out on this one. Superstar, fair enough. These dev-ups are crazy, though. This is the most dev-ups I've ever seen on a singular offensive year, especially when you're not considering cheese, right? Like, it could be like, oh, a bunch of normal to stars, but we actually had an X Factor. We had several go to superstar. Very impressive. And then defensively, Nolan got to superstar, and then he just got to X Factor there. Baker went up to X Factor again, and Quay's up to superstar. All the dev-ups in the world, so while Nolan finally had one good season, he actually technically developed in this realm before we were stuck with Star. This Nolan Smith is actually cooking. 88 overall, X Factor, 25 years old, and he looks really good. Quay Walker, as always, doing well with his dev-ups and his overalls. Didn't get as good as I've expected him to be, but it's still fine. What did Baker's zone get to? Probably like 88, 86. I mean, that's okay. We're technically, I suppose, checking the overalls of our players while we're looking at their dev-ups, but Bolton, totally worth the pick. It would have been Snead instead of him. He would have been like, 27, 28? No, probably about 29 even, which is definitely on the older side. He would have been good, though, because obviously, we had no problems with Carlton Davis. We even signed him for an extra year. Win, didn't really have much of a chance to win, as he only played a little bit, and was kind of on the back burner as he was non-sub 1 or 2. That's really where you get the numbers. 84 zone coverage. Speed number got up there, but Antonio Johnson has time to develop, and we signed him that long-term deal. He would be a very nice steal. We already looked at Carlton Davis, and even if we didn't, he's going to be kind of mid. He's really slow. But Adkinson, I feel like, really didn't develop. It's like almost 2 seasons now. He went up like, 4 man coverage in 2 seasons? Am I crazy, or is he just suck? He's doing nothing. Thurman at least 88, and man, that's like, +6, +5 or 6. And then I think we have, I guess we'll look at Chris Jones, but he looks like he's kind of regressing, so he's kind of probably where he started as, but yeah, he's good. He's good. He had that really good season for us, and he's been like double-digit ever since, I believe. Rushing, down year, but still really good anyways. 83 overall, 87 power move, 81 block shot. Yeah, I mean, this is what his ratings were when I upgraded him early on, because I wanted to make sure when we had those +3 after the season was over, after the dev up, and we went up +1 power move. Of course, Mekhi Becton, pass block finesse, regular pass block's not great, but everything else is pretty good. So if you probably moved him to guard, he'd be insane, especially if he had a pulling ability. It would actually be super fun to watch too, because he'd be mowing over people. Really good finesse. So, him and Mekhi could easily just switch, and you're fine. Titman. Actually, we have the whole ass Jets team, right? Then we have Paris Johnson. Very good finesse blocking, so fits at the tackle spot. The linemen actually develop kind of nicely, even though their overalls aren't the best. They actually develop pretty well. Full pass block. We've seen this a lot, so it's kind of funny to see a real rookie versus CPU being basically the same thing. But yeah, Ritter did pretty well too. A little bit better than I would have expected. Medium's great, short's great, deep is good enough. Throw power is amazing. He's obviously athletic. Under pressure, you'd want a little bit more from though, and maybe break sack if he is a mobile guy. So you kind of want that. Musgrave, he is a must grab in fantasy drafts, and this is why. 92 or 91 catch. 83 short, 75 medium, 84 catch in traffic, and just blazing speed with the height. He does have the drops passes trait, but at the same time, I don't see that come into play often. Isaiah Pacheco, superstar dev, insane juke move, very good change of direction, pretty strong, and speed and excel is great, obviously. And then, did we look at Garrett Wilson? Probably going to suck in release, as always. 78 release, Jahan Dotson. Another fail, you know, from last rebuild we did. He wasn't really great there either. Good release, but overall not the best. But that is going to be it for our special little Christmas rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed your day. If you had, you had some presents you wanted, or you gave them away. Hopefully you got the reaction and or gift you wanted, and yeah, hopefully you had a good time. And if you didn't do anything with family, don't worry about it, because sometimes other things are more fun anyways. I don't know. But either way, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. But you'll hear from me, and you'll have more videos before New Year, obviously. Tomorrow will probably be a Spider-Man 2 episode on the second channel, PKR Plays, so maybe go and subscribe over there so you can see when it pops up. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. And, yeah, maybe leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I really do appreciate your continued support as we head on into the new year, where content will obviously be, I don't want to say bussin'. That's just, I mean, I feel like that word is out of date at this rate, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. All the guys come back for next video. If you have any also challenge or rebuild ideas, let me know in the comment section below while you're down there doing all that stuff if you're going to. But until next video, I'll see ya.